Welcome. Scott here. Here is a quick boss guide for the upcoming World of Illusion Spiritus, Alexander event. This is the 8th Spiritus Summon Boards fight in Global that feature the Spiritus level difficulty. The featured units for the event banner are the returning Deuce, Alisaie, Amidatelion, Vivi, Sabin and Aphmau. Deuce's FR and Burst will make their debut along with his rework and FR Echo. Vivi will be the other returning FR Burst unit. All featured banner characters will be getting their force enhancement levels 50 unlocked. We will be fighting 2 Schwarzer Krieger. Both bosses have 325 million HP each. They are immune to delay from breaks. To achieve the S grade in Spiritus Clear, you need to defeat the stage within 35 turns. The HP requirements is 5000. Before I continue further, here is a small disclaimer clause for the video. The guide is written based on the time that the event was released for the Japanese version. Please do note that it is possible that the boss fight mechanics might differ when the actual event is released in Global. Before I continue on to the boss mechanics, let us talk a bit about the Spiritus score system. As you fulfill the milestones, you will get a grade. The ultimate reward of the stage is to get a grade S. For any Spiritus fight, you cannot bring any friend support for the fight. Now I proceed to talk about the key thresholds that you need to watch out for the fight. First of all, please do take note that the fight features a tight turn count for the S grade. At the start of the fight, the boss will gain stats boost like other Shinryu or Lufania fight. There is an aura activation at the 89% HP threshold. Reaching this threshold mark will get you grade D. At the 69% HP threshold, each boss will activate Murderous Intent Rising. Triggering this threshold will get you grade C. Upon activating the condition, the boss will gain a red aura where it will heal back 100% of HP damage received. If you do not remove the red aura, it will use Whirl Slash Plus, which is a guaranteed hit, AoE melee brave plus HP attack. To remove the red aura, you need to use an ability that grant at least a total of 3 buffs to your allies. If you meet the condition, well done. Your reward where the boss will deactivate the red aura while self-inflict themselves with 50% defense down for 1 turn. At the 49% HP and 29% HP thresholds, each boss will activate Murderous Intent Rising again. Reaching the 49% HP threshold will allow you to achieve grade B. At both thresholds, the boss will gain a red aura which allows it heal back 100% HP damage received and uses Whirl Slash Plus on its following turn. To remove the red aura, you will need to use an ability that grant the party 3 buffs. Upon meeting the deactivation condition, the bosses will self-inflicted themselves with 1 turn 50% defense down debuff. Clearing the fight between turn 36 to 50 will get you grade A. Clearing the fight at turn 35 and below will get you grade S. As we are no longer have Lufania Plus fights, the boss guide will be focused primarily on Shinryu fights. In Shinryu, you need to understand the effects gained by the boss as the force gauge build up, its force ability and its force time effect. If your party has low force levels, it is highly certain that the boss force gauge will build up faster than yours. To have a better understanding on the basics of the force gauge mechanics and Shinryu fights, I have done a video explaining the mechanics. I have included the link to the video under the comments and video description for your quick reference. Throughout the fight, the boss force gauge charge rate will increase by 4% for every action that your party take and 2% for every action that the boss takes. When the gauge reaches 50% and above, the boss will activate an aura where it will lower all your party members' attack by 90%. When the gauge reaches 70% and above, the boss will activate an aura where it will lower all your party members' defense by 90%. At the 100% threshold, the boss will use destruction. The variant of the force ability will depend on the total number of buffs your party has. If your party has less than 12 buffs, the boss will use Destruction++, which is a reset break status, guaranteed hit melee AoE Brave plus HP attack. If your party has more or equal to 12 buffs, the boss will use Destruction Plus, which will result the boss resets its break status, followed by an AoE melee Brave plus HP attack. Upon using the Force ability, the boss will enter into its force time where the gauge will start to emit a red hue with a counter of 20 on its gauge. During its force time, the boss will gain the following enhancements. The boss gain HP damage resistance against non-force ability HP damage by 300%. To deal the force weakness which cancel the enemy's force time, you need to use a magic FR ability that grants party buff. Magic FR that meets the condition are Deuce, Hope, Beatrix, and Setzer. Before I going through the key boss threshold mechanics, the Howl Aura mechanics, let us cover the boss basic mechanics first. Like other Spiritus fight, the boss will activate its aura at the start the fight. At the 89% HP threshold, the boss will upgrade the aura. Generally, the boss has a basic attack rotation. When it is targeting all, it will use a general Brave attack followed by Whirl Slash. Whirl Slash is an AoE melee Brave attack. Now let me go through briefly on the boss key mechanics. The boss mechanics revolves around the Murderous Intent Rising aura. The mechanic will activate at the following HP threshold: 89%, 49%, and 29%. Once you reach the threshold, the boss will gain a red aura which allows itself to heal back 100% HP damage received. This followed by another prompt grant at least 3 buffs to your allies. If you do not remove the red aura, the boss will use Whirl Slash Plus on its following turn. Whirl Slash Plus is a reset break status, AoE melee Brave plus HP attack. If you meet the condition, you will trigger a prompt that says "Well done." Your reward upon meeting the condition, the boss will remove the red and self-inflict itself with 50% defense down debuff for 1 turn. On the next turn, the boss will use Whirl Slash instead of Whirl Slash Plus. To meet the conditions, we have a lot of options, to be honest. For units with FR Echo, you can consider using Beatrix, Warrior of Light, Garnet, Core, Rex Noctis, Deuce, Orin, Setzer, or Pain with her Pumice Feather activated, and she must be in her left throttle. For non-FR Echo options, you can consider using Hope, Gladio, Redia, Lunafreya, Aphmau, Ash or Galov. With the fight mechanics covered, let us proceed to discuss more on the featured FR Burst unit. Let us cover a bit on the featured FR Burst unit Deuce. Deuce has gotten significant upgrades and she will become one of best magic offensive supports. Deuce offers relatively strong auras. However, do be in mind when using Deuce, you need to pay attention to your buff management. You need 2 buff slots for Deuce to complement well in a party. For more tips on Deuce, I would highly recommend you to check out the Tonberry Troop infographic page. Let us go through her FR. Upon using her FR, Deuce will grant Brave to the party that equates to 100% of her max Brave, followed by an AoE magic Brave plus HP attack. The attack will grant every party member her note buff for 8 turns. The FR is an instant turn FR. Now let us cover on the FR conditions. 1. When the unit takes a turn with an active note buff, you will get 40% HP damage bonus. Deuce can reliably grant this buff with her S1, EX and FR. 2. When recovering allies Brave, you will get 40% HP damage bonus. Deuce can constantly battery the allies with her skills. Form a party of battery units like Braska, Rosa, Aerith, Charlotta, Lunafreya, Iris, and you will be able to meet this condition easily. The FR offers quite restrictive conditions. You can abuse the conditions with supercharging strategies which will give 130% HP damage bonus per turn. The FR has a nice utility being an instant FR, which allows you spam it to ramp up a force time. Let us cover on the other weapon gear, her burst weapon. Her burst weapon is a magic Brave plus HP. The BT aura lasts for 8 turns. Like most BT auras, Deuce offers the following auras for the party: raises brave damage by 20%, raises brave damage cap by 50%, raises HP damage up by 20% and max brave cap by 30%. When her BT aura is active, Deuce will trigger her personal follow-up attack, Attacka, an AoE magic brave plus HP with 3 full HP dumps. Attacka will grants the party a framed buff called Sforzando, which will grant the party member for 20% HP damage up and 20% max brave cap up. If you have her LD boards, the buff duration will be 4 turns instead of 1 turn. So, is Deuce's BT essential? If you do not intend to use Deuce as your party main damage dealer, she can work without her BT aura. With her BT aura, Deuce offers more damage potential with her aura. She is a nice complementary FR gauge charger as well. She pairs with the almighty Astos. If you are intending to clear the White Crystal quest, she will be a valuable addition for your roster. We have come to the last slide of the guide. For every Spiritus fight, there are ticket challenge mission. For the Alexander Spiritus event, the 3 challenges are: 1. Ticket Challenge 1, bring a team that consists of green, black, and white crystal units. 2. Ticket Challenge 2, bring a team that consists of fist, rod, and unique weapon users. 3. Ticket Challenge 3, bring a team that is from one of the 3 following series: Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy XI or Final Fantasy Type 0. On the screen you can see a table showing the list of units that you can consider for the challenge. Do not worry too much if you are unable to clear it when the event is released. You can still get enough Spiritus keys to claim all treasures in the stage by clearing other missions. An example of a team comp that meet all conditions will feature fully geared Deuce, Garnet, and Shantato or Vivi or even Aphmau. With this, I have come to the end of my boss guide presentation. Hopefully you find it useful. If you like the video, please give a like. Please subscribe to my channel for future gaming content. Good luck for the fight in the coming days. Bye.